If anyone has any questions, feel free to like throw them down there in the questions tab. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love I've been getting. This is gonna be hard. I'm always awful at literally talking and putting on my makeup, which is psychotic because I went on TV to like talk and put on my makeup. Hi, Geneva. How are you, sister? Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Uh, but yeah, I've been appreciating all the love I've been getting. So definitely wanna come on live and thank you all for that. Oh wow, we got a lot of questions already. Holy shit! I'm like, let me see. Like picking questions. Uh, Let me see. Are there any fun behind the scene moments with the season 16 cast? I mean, honestly, like so many of my favorite moments of this season were all the stupid behind the scenes shit that we would get into. Like, Morphine teaching Nymphia how to curse in Spanish, or like the time that when we come in the morning, we'd always go to the table, and they'd be like, just talk about whatever, bring up, don't talk about the challenges, like let's just talk about whatever. And so we get into the workroom, and literally the first thing out of Morphine's mouth was, so have you guys ever painted on a man before? Which, if you know what painting is, was a psychotic thing for her to bring up, but then psychotic for the rest of us to literally start talking about shitting on men. And like that was something that I was like, oh my god, I fucking wish that they had kept that shit in the edit, but obviously they're not gonna fucking keep that in. But yeah, like honestly, like the behind the scenes stuff was like so much more fun, I think, just because it was like just a bunch of drag queens being drag queens, which is always a good ass time. I'm trying to think of what else happened like behind the scenes. You're gonna see me getting into my fucking face, which, I'll have to do like a makeup tutorial YouTube one day, just because I'm a crazy person and it always looks crazy until it's not crazy. just like all drag makeup, right? Let me see what other questions. Another question. Oh, do I want to go on All Stars? You know what? Absolutely. At this point, I feel like it's so hard going on Drag Race and just like getting it right the first time, because it's like such a new experience as a human being. Like I've done drag for years at this point, but being on camera and like competing in the show, none of us have ever done it before. So like I think a lot of the time there, when we were there filming originally, I was just like very scared of, I didn't want to embarrass myself. I didn't want to, I didn't want to say anything that would make people like hate me, or I didn't want to say anything that like would make me the villain of the season or anything. So I kind of like, I feel like I stifled myself a little bit, which I regret that, but it's part of the learning experience of, going on Drag Race and like seeing what works and what doesn't. So now, having had the actual experience of being there, and kind of seeing like what works and all that. I'm like, I know if I went back on, it would be a completely different experience. So I feel like it would. I'm absolutely would 100% do an all-star. It's also kind of like, for me, like getting ready for this season was so difficult that it kind of affected every like my time there, because I was like more worried about like, oh my god, I have to finish sewing these fucking looks in my hotel room, that I wasn't like focused on the challenges and stuff. So an all-star would be great, just because I'm like, I'm not bad at drag, I'm just poor. So yeah, if they gave me that call, I mean, granted, at this point, the earliest I could conceivably do it would be like All Stars 11, because I'm sure All Stars 10 is coming up to film soon. So, maybe a couple of years down the line, I'll get to do my All Stars. Yeah, let's see. Am I touring right now? I am touring. I am in San Jose, California, just like south of San Francisco. I'm going to be at Splash tonight. So, if you're out here in Northern California and you want to see me come booping and bopping around, I'm here. I absolutely adore like talking to people just because I'm fucking annoying. So, yeah. And, if you have questions, because I'm like, I can't see everything that's going up, do leave them in, like, the questions tab thing. Because then, like, I will get to them. Because, like, I'm also trying to do my makeup at the same time. Which, I know, everything's gonna look psychotic until it doesn't. Like, that is just literally drag makeup, because, you gotta look ugly before you can look beautiful. Let's see. Oh, I'm like, that was the other thing that I wanted to, come on and, like, thank everyone, because, like, so many people have, donated to my personal drag defense fund that, like, I am so, like, eternally grateful, because, like, I can fucking pay off all the debts that I racked up trying to go on TV and be America's Next Drag Superstar, which, like, we all plan on it. Like, it's not fucking new. But, like, to be able to, like, in one night be like, okay, that's all done. Now I can just, like, focus on getting new drag and, getting myself, leveled up for All Stars. Like, that is honestly the best fucking feeling that I've had all season. So yeah, no, I really thank you everyone who sent me a tip for last night, because, like, I honestly wasn't expecting it, but, like, it really does mean a lot and makes a huge difference to all of us, because we may be on TV, but, like, I'm not exactly RuPaul, so I still got, rent to pay and all that. So, legitimately, like, thank you so much to everyone. I can't express how much all the support, I mean, not even just the money, just, like, the fucking support in general, is so nice. Let's see what other question is. Did I like the runway song for my season? Cake and Candy, like, I feel like at the beginning, we were kind of, like, mixed about it, but the thing is, like, it's so funny, because when you're filming the runway, like, they have, like, a half an hour mix of Cake and Candy that, like, ends up just getting played on repeat. As, like, 14 of us are walking down the runway. So I feel like we kind of, like, unintentionally got like indoctrinated into loving this song just because we heard it like 10 million fucking times. So like by the time that I left, it was literally like, baby, Cake and Candy's a fucking bop. Like, go stream Cake and Candy by RuPaul right now, and like, you know, while you're out shopping for groceries or whatever, just put that shit on and like walk down the freezer aisle and like you will feel your fantasy. So yeah, I think Cake and Candy is fucking cunty. So like it's a great runway song. But I don't think they told us before. I think we found out when we were there. Let me see. I mean, what's this question? Are you putting out music ever? Baby, I literally just put out a song yesterday. Where have you been? Like, that was one thing that I was like, you know what? I discovered this funny little talent that I had on the show. So I was like, I've always wanted to get into music. I do have my BFA, but it's in graphic design and illustration. So not exactly like a musical theater or like any kind of music BFA, but I do love theater and music. So getting to be like, live my pop star fantasy was always like in the back of my mind. So now like, oh yeah, I get to release music and maybe hear it out in the club one day. Like, that's gonna be cunty. So I'm hoping, you know, the DJs out there in New York, if any of you are here, like, you know, add my song to your set list. Like, like, I think it's a cunty song. So, you know, if you haven't heard it yet, go stream She Came to Work, spelt WERK, not ORK, on Spotify and Apple Music. And I think it's on like Tidal and all that shit too. So, you know, if you're one of those pretentious girlies who has Tidal, yeah, go stream my brand new track. And, you know, I worked really hard on the music video too, because I directed and edited that whole shit by myself. My brother pretty much, like, he held the camera and I was like, stand there, you're getting this shot, we're doing this. So that's one thing. It's like, baby, I may not be the best dancer, may not be the best makeup artist, but I have a lot of dumb, useless talents that end up like helping me in the end. Like, you know, being able to edit videos together and do my own graphic design and shit like that. So, you know, never count a bitch out, right? Let's see, what other questions? Oh, that's a good one. What is my favorite video game? Hold that thought. I will be right back. I gotta go get my wipes. So, you know, what is my favorite video game? It was actually the one which, if you haven't followed me on Twitch, I do stream. This past month has been kind of crazy getting ready for the finale and getting ready for all of this. I haven't streamed in like a week or two. But, you know, if you knew, I do have the Final Fantasy X tattoo on my body. So that is probably my favorite game of all time. And I was just streaming that on Twitch. Yeah, look at my beautiful mug, right? She's mugging, bitch. Like I told you, have faith in me. But I promise by the end, I'll look kind of like a woman. But yeah, like Final Fantasy X and X-2 are like, that's like nostalgia. Plus just being fucking excellent games, so. But I do, I'm an RPG girly, so like, you know, Final Fantasy, Pokemon, Mass Effect is another one of my like favorite game series. Like, anytime there's new Mass Effect news, I'm like, baby, count me in. I am there day one. Even like Andromeda, which like a lot of people fucking hated Mass Effect Andromeda, and I understand. But I still had fun with it. Like, it wasn't like original trilogy level good, but like, you know, EA kind of sucks, and that's capitalism, baby. So, yeah, like, lots and lots of video games. Let's see. Oh, there's another good question. How long are the cameos staying up? I mean, like, baby, they're as long as people keep requesting them. So, like, I'm not gonna turn it off anytime soon. So if you are waiting for your next paycheck and you want me to, you know, yell at someone for you or whatever, like, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, you can follow me on Twitch at Megami NYC. You can go on Cameo at Megami NYC. Like, baby, she was thinking with her third eye, and I claimed my Megami NYC account on fucking everything. So yeah, that's me thinking ahead. When is my next stream? It is gonna be, you know, whenever I have an opportunity. I want to go on this week at some point, but I have a couple of things I need to get done before, you know, the grand finale, which is gonna be fucking amazing. Like, that's one thing though. I will say, besides the Lollapalooza, the fucking finale this season, being there and seeing it live, holy shit. Y'all are not prepared for what the fuck is coming next week. It is gonna be a fucking knockdown death match to the fucking finish line. Like, the girls, the three of them, fucking brought it. So I'm like, you know, people are asking, oh, is it lagging? Is it still lag? I can't tell. Am I still lagging? I'm like, you know, one of you. I know the reception out here. It's not the best. But yeah, we filmed the finale, and like, y'all get ready for it, cause like, this is, I mean, I will say one thing, I am a huge Drag Race fan. Like, this is literally my favorite show of all time, and just being there, I literally, as we're filming, I'm like seeing everything going down. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, if I was a fan, not even here, I'd be like, this is like one of the best fucking seasons the show has ever put together. But like, being there and getting to see everything behind the scenes, I was like, oh my god, this finale is gonna be fucking major. So, you know, I know you'll all be fucking watching next week. And if you're in New York, I will be hosting the finale viewing party at Come On Everybody in Brooklyn. So, you know, come through. And then I'm going to be in the Banana Ball at $3 Bill right after. And no, I do not know who wins. And that's all I'll say about that. Like, if you know the deep lore about the show, you know that we don't know who wins. So we all find out, even the winners find out the same time that you all do find out. When it airs next Friday, starting at 8 p.m. So please, like, tune in. Another thing is, like, my finale gown, I am so proud of myself because I made my gown for next week, and it is, like, one of my favorite things I've ever fucking constructed, and it is so just very personal and very me, and I'm very proud of it, and I can't wait. I'm doing the photo shoot this week, so I'm like, I can't wait for people to see it. Let's see. What other questions? Oh, what does it feel like to be such an icon? Baby, how does it feel? It feels correct, you know. I always knew I was an icon. I was just kind of, waiting for the rest of the world to catch up to me. So yeah, it took people some time, but I think y'all came around to it, so thank you. And how does it feel to be, the new lip sync assassin? I mean, I will say this about the Lollapalooza, not even like trying to be like humble or whatever. Like, I fully went into it. My entire plan was like, I just want to win one lip sync. When they told us we were doing it, I was like, this is an opportunity to really, like, get to, like, show people that, like, hey, I'm not that bad. And so my whole goal for the Lollapalooza was like, I just want to win one. Like, that was it. I was like, I want to make it past the first round, have a win under my belt, and, like, just, get to redeem myself a little bit. And then I think everything just ended up, like, panning out really perfectly for me. And, like, I even surprised myself, like, for the lip sync against Maya, when I was there with Morphine and Maya, like, Morphine and Maya were the two who, going into it, every single one of us was like, Morphine and Maya are going to be at the end. This is going to be, the Miami girls throwing down. Like, we were not at all delusional about that. So for me, like, just getting to the third round, I was like, bitch, I won two. I am not even that mad about, like, if Maya sends my ass packing again, because I already did more than I came here to do. So I think when I was standing up there with Maya and Morphine, and they were like, choose one, I kind of realized, I was like, you know what, I have more storyline. I don't want to say, like, beef, because, like, it wasn't really beef. Like, we were just, like, playing around. But, like, I have more of a storyline with Maya. So it's like, fuck it. If she beats me again, she beats me again. And, like, that is what it is. So it's like, all right, I'm going to choose Maya. And then when Rue called my name at the end, and I was, like, shocked. That was, like, me just legitimately being fucking gooped on that stage. Because, like, I was not expecting that at all. And, I was like, whenever I perform, I'm just naturally just a fucking dumbass. It's like, the two sides of the really fucked up megami coin is that, like, I'm either gonna give you an emotional ballad about, like, unaliving myself, or the dumbest fucking camp comedy shit you've ever seen in your life. And that's my drag. It is, like, two wildly different extremes. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have fun. I am gonna be silly, because that's the kind of thing I love to do. I love making people laugh. And yeah, so when Rue called my name, I was genuinely shocked as everyone else. It's the fun part of drag where I just beat the shit out of my face. It's gonna age me even more. But yeah, no, like it feels great to like finally get a little bit of recognition. Let's see. What else? What other questions? Do I have any special moments with the judges or guests? I mean, for me, it was like, I think, like, I'm a huge nerd. So, like, getting to meet Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy was, like, literally, like, I started performing, the first time I ever performed on stage was at a Buffy the Vampire Slayer Shadowcast musical production. It wasn't in drag, it was just literally, like, we were just a bunch of gay people putting on the musical episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So, me, Sarah Michelle Gellar was fucking amazing. Cause, like, I fucking love Buffy. And, I mean, the craziest thing was, like, I'm there, like, freaking the fuck out because I'm like, oh my god, this is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And literally, like, almost every single other girl there was like, oh my god, this is fucking Daphne from Scooby-Doo. And I'm like, I don't know how to mentally process that you're all calling her Daphne from Scooby-Doo when this is Buffy. So yeah, I think that was like one of the highlights of the judges. Another one was like Law Roach. They didn't show it in the Untucked, but when he came back to, you know, talk to all of us, he was like giving everyone who wasn't on the stage for critiques, he was like, you know, critiquing all of our looks, and he actually really loved my blue doll look. It was like, you know, I understood, you know, the reference immediately as like the blue and orange for New York, and he was like, you know, it's incredibly well made, like you look beautiful in this. So that was really nice, because I'm like, you know, he actually had a lot of really nice things to say about my look. So that was nice that, like, I may not have gotten a lot of positive critiques from the judges themselves, but at least, like, you know, the guest judges all liked me. Oh my god, it's Miss Morphine. What the hell was she saying? Oh, you should have strangled my little puppet. I'm like, girl, your ass won. Calm down. Like, she's so violent. Oh my god. Who knew, you know, getting the fat sucked out of your body and shoved in your ass was, like, gonna make you so violent, Morphine. But I am holding you to, you know, she promised, everyone saw on national television live that she promised all of us BBLs, so still waiting for mine. Okay, this is a really a really good question. Did I really know the rap to the last two Gonna Make You Sweat? And when I tell you, I'm gonna be 100% real, because you know, that's just me. I am an honest bitch. I did not know the rap. I would say like 75% of it. So it wasn't like I was completely like, oh, I don't know what's going on, or I don't know the lyrics or anything. Because, like, you know, the part where he's saying, like, the jumping part, like, I knew where the lyrics were. I just didn't know it, like, by heart. Because like when I tell you, I didn't plan on being in the finale. So when they were like, "Oh yeah, the final lip sync is gonna be, gonna make you sweat," I was like, "I'm not gonna waste my time learning this because like clearly, it's gonna be Maya and Morphine in the end. So like, if they want to learn it, like, God bless." Girl, Morphine, I knew every single one of the Martha Wash parts in the song. So, like, all the girl parts of that song, I knew every word and inflection and everything. It was just, like, the male rapping part that I was like, girl, why am I going to learn this shit? Because, like, my ass ain't going to be in the finale. So, I brought the puppet thing, the like little googly eyes, as like a backup because I was like, you know what? It's funny, it's silly, it's fucking stupid as hell. No one's ever done it. So, I'm a Taurus, so I'm a very practical person. I have 3 Taurus placements and 3 Capricorn placements. So, baby, she's a planner. So it's like, just in case, let me, have something prepared so that, like, if worst comes to worst, if I am in the finale, that, like, I have something, a gag that I can pull out. Another one of the, because I brought a bunch of gags, and this is gonna be like an Instagram live exclusive of one that didn't get approved, because like all the things I did, like they pretty much were like, if you're gonna have a gag or whatever, like you have to let us know so that like the cameras are prepared for it. So I told them about the eye thing, and they're like, yeah, that's fine, you can do it. One of the other ones that I had was, I had, like an 8.5 by 11, just a regular paper, photograph of RuPaul, just her headshot. So it's just her head, and I had the mouth cut out, so I was gonna pull that out and like, put that over my face and, lip sync. I think they did it in like season 5 or something like that. Like where it was just like the picture of RuPaul and the girls were doing the mouth. So I was gonna do that, and they were like, we can't use that photo of Ru, so you can't use that one. Which I was like so mad because that shit would have been fucking iconic. So yeah, like I was planning ahead. I really was like thinking about like, if Mirage picks me, which song would I pick? If Morphine picked me, which song would I pick? So I try to plan ahead, and I think that's why I had that stupid little puppet, was because like I didn't know some of the lyrics for the rap part, so I was kind of like, let me have a backup plan. I don't want to be caught out here not knowing the words and not having anything to make up for it. So, but thank you. Let's see. Am I watching the new X-Men? I'm waiting for it all to come out, and then I'm gonna start watching it. Or did Morphine offer me a BBL? She did. She looked right at me and pointed at me and said, "You get a BBL, and you get a BBL, and you get a BBL." So, I take that as me, Amanda, and Maya will all get our BBLs, because I think that's who she pointed at. Let's see. Oh, how did I know she was gonna do the split? So I didn't. I was just kind of, I think it's just one of those things. If you're a working girl, who knows? Drag. It's kind of like,
You know when is a moment in a song that like people
this is a perfect spot to do a trick, or this is a perfect spot to do, a split or whatever. So I just knew that that was the moment of the song where it had led up to like, oh, this is a perfect spot for like, if I'm gonna do a trick, I'm gonna do it here. So I 100%, like, cause I was not paying attention to anything. Maya was behind me. If you watched the video, like, she's behind me to my left. So like, I'm looking at RuPaul just like, so I didn't realize that like she actually had just done the split, which honestly makes it even more iconic. Because I think it's a funny bit that I do in my shows in New York all the time, just because I'm not a trick girl. I don't my knees don't bend like that, so I that's just like a stupid little gag that I've always done. So like it just so happened to work out that like Maya did the trick at exactly the point when you're supposed to do the trick. And it kind of, I guess in that moment it just like backfired a little bit because I was going for stupid and she was going for like our serious lip sync. But yeah, I didn't know Maya was doing that until I saw it in the episode. So like thank you, Maya. Let's see. Oh, where did I get the googly eyes? Baby, I got my googly eyes from, Madame Bezos herself, on Amazon.com for like $6.99 for a pack of like 8 of them motherfuckers. So like yeah, they were not anything special. I just brought them with me from New York. So I think we got the songs like a week ahead of time just to like so we can learn them, which I was like, I'm not gonna learn this fucking finale song. I'm not gonna be in the finale. But that's why I was like, you know what, let me have a bunch of like backup plans, just in case. So I was like, you know what, this seems like a stupid idea that I can do. And it was a stupid idea. And I'm glad I did it. But no, Plane didn't give me the googly eyes. More geeky questions. What's my favorite anime?
My favorite anime, I have like 2. My number 1 is probably Kill la Kill.
So if you know Kill la Kill, like, baby, she's for the girls. And I always describe Kill la Kill as like if Sailor Moon, did a line of coke, that'd be like what Kill la Kill is, effectively. And my other favorite is, an oldie but a goodie. It is Cardcaptor Sakura from the 90s, because like I used to watch that shit every day right after Pokemon when I would come home from elementary school. And growing up, like, if you've ever watched like the English dub of Cardcaptors, it's not that good, but watch the like original Japanese, because it is super fucking queer. Like, I'm pretty sure almost every single side character is like gay, bi, lesbian. Like, everyone on that show is queer. But obviously, in the 90s they removed all that shit. But highly recommend. Like, that's what this tattoo over here is from Cardcaptors. So go watch Cardcaptors. Oh my god. So like, how have I been after seeing the reactions to the lip sync? It has been an interesting 24 hours, I will tell you. I will say, like, for a while, it hasn't been the easiest time for me, because this fandom can be a lot sometimes, and, you know, a lot of people will tell you their like unwanted opinions about your entire life and your talent and your art. So I mean, the past few weeks, especially since I went home, haven't been like the best for me. And I think in like going from wondering if I'm like, will I still have a career in this industry? Because I don't think people understand me. Because I'm a fucking weird nerd, and I get it. So going from like
just this like doubt and uncertainty to overnight just being like having this overwhelming amount of love and support thrown at me, it's like it's a lot. It's like I've been dealing with it the best that I can, but like I that's why I'm like, I seriously appreciate, you know, every single comment, every single tip that I've gotten, just because like it's very easy to like
to read into all the negativity, because there can be a lot of it, and you know, people don't realize like how stressful being on that show is. Even me, who's someone who like I, you know, watched all the interviews, and you know, you think you're ready to experience it, and then it happens, and then you're like, oh my god, this is like
so much worse than I ever thought it could possibly be. So like, yeah, just now getting to a point
like where we're at the end of the season, and I'm like finishing on this positive note. It means everything to me.
So I'm like, I keep going through like fucking emotional roller coasters. I am the Eeyore of drag. Like
I do like love to have a breakdown and cry in the shower listening to fucking Sarah Bareilles and Billie Eilish moment. I'm an emo bitch, so you know, having this moment, like I feel like I've
cried like 3 times in the past 24 hours, just because I'm like, I'm happy. So it's like it's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I'm an emotional woman. It's my Scorpio moon. You know, she's gonna hide it, but she's gonna be emotional.
So it's been fantastic, and like you know, thank you for everyone who's here with me,
listening to me ramble on about bullshit while I put on this goddamn monster face of mine.
While I'm doing it. So let's see. If I performed in the finale, what would I have done?
I think I probably would have just shown Hole to RuPaul and been like, it's good, right? That would have been my number. And you know what? I probably would have won. So, you know, anyone who has been on my boy Twitter can probably attest to that. You know, Megami may not be America's next drag superstar, but my asshole could be, so you know, I have no idea what I would have done. So we'll save that for All Stars, you know. I can't give away all my secrets just yet. Let me see. Oh, there's another great question. What's my Venmo? So, like, my Venmo and my Cash App, like, literally when I tell you, like, almost every fucking account that I have is just Megami NYC. So, like, Venmo, Cash App, Twitch,
YouTube, Instagram, like, all of them are Megami NYC. So, like, if you ever are in doubt, nine times out of 10, my account is just gonna be Megami NYC. So yeah, make it super easy for everyone. It's not try not to fucking confuse everyone. This is a good question. So I'm like, I
was considering it. So those of you who know, like, the Megami deep lore, my sister, my, like, bestie, is actually Zavaleta from season 4 of the Boulay Brothers Dragula. And I helped get a lot of her costume package together when she was doing the show. And I met, like, some of the producers when they came to New York, and one of them had, like, strongly encouraged me to apply. But this is also the same time about when I was being considered for season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And I was kind of like, I absolutely love and adore Dragula, and you will see what my finale gown looks like. You'll be like, oh, baby, she's cosplaying as the fucking Boulay Brothers. So I'm like, I love that show so dearly. I cannot say enough great things about all the monsters who go on Dragula, because, you know, I've met a lot of Rue girls over the years. I've known pretty much all the Rue girls who are from New York, because it's like, you know, they're working girls, and a lot of bitches come through New York, so you meet a lot of them, and mostly great experiences. I will say, you know, not every experience is the best, but undoubtedly, like, the Dragula monsters, every single one of them I've ever met has been the best fucking experience. They have been the absolute coolest fucking people. So please, if you love drag, if you love queer art, please go check out the Dragula monsters. Like, they are all fucking amazing artists. This season we had, Dawn's fucking evil twin JK on Dragula, and that motherfucker is annoying as hell, but so insanely talented, and I fucking love JK, so, go check them out. But, I don't know if I would ever do it in the future. Hypothetically, I love the art, I love alternative drag, I love horror drag. That is, like, something that is so near and dear to my heart, but I'm also not trying to be eating no fucking bugs, baby. Like, you can all the way fucking miss me with that shit. There's so many challenges where they're like, I think for me, bugs is the number one thing. Like, if they came up to me and were like, you gotta fucking eat these roaches or whatever, I'd be like, thank you, I am going home, and I don't give a single fuck about this competition anymore. So, so yeah, like, I love Dragula, but honestly, like, I do not have the stomach for half of those extermination challenges. It's like, if it's a thing about pain, go off. Like, I have literally, like, 76 tattoos, so, like, that's not gonna bother me. It's more like the gross shit. I'm not doing that. Like, I love you to death, but it's not for me, love, not for me. Oh, you see, she's coming together. She's coming together. She's getting there. She's becoming a woman, baby. Let's see what else. So I haven't started watching X-Men
97 yet. will. I'm just waiting. I hate waiting for shit weekly. I'm just like, let the fucking thing come out already. What's my favorite
Pokemon game? I feel like everyone's always biased towards like the thing that they started with. Which my very first Pokemon game ever was, because I'm an old bitch, was Pokemon Yellow. But I think my favorite of all time probably was Gold Silver, just because like you can do all of Johto, and then at the end of the game, once you beat like the fucking Elite Four in Johto, you can literally go back and do the entire campaign of Kanto. So like, baby, fucking Gold and Silver is fucking hot, and like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or yeah, I think that was it. Great remakes. So like, let me see. Oh, did I design my promo look? I did. I most of pretty much everything I didn't sew it myself, but I did, make the illustration, and my dear friend DJ 10 Yards, who is also 10 Yards Clothing, he made it for me, and we made it together. Well, like, he sewed it, but like I designed what I wanted, because I was like, I want to feel powerful. Like, the theme was, like, revolution and, fighting back and all that. And, join the revolution and shit. So I was like, you know what? I want to be, like, a fucking superhero. I want to be, like, an X-Men or a Power Ranger. And I fucking love my promo look. I know some people weren't liking it, as, Adore Delano once said. But I fucking love my, like, kind of X-Men, kind of Power Rangers, like, kind of super villain kind of look. And, yeah, I did design it myself. So, let me see what else. What other questions do you have? If you have any questions, please, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm, like, going through them as I do my makeup. Oh, my favorite runway theme, of this season, which, like, I was so upset that I didn't get to do it, was the chains one. I think most of us were, like, split between, like, chains and fans, for our favorite runways whenever, like, we would talk about it, like, oh, what's your favorite? So I'm like, my favorite one, which I made my chains look myself, and don't worry, I am going to be releasing all of my photo shoots eventually after the finale. So like y'all will be able to see all the other things. I've just kind of been like, I wanna give it a little time and space,
and release it on my own terms, and not just because, like, oh, the episode is there. So yeah, I think chains
was 100% my favorite look, and because it's so fucking weird. I don't want to say weird. It's just like very, very Brooklyn, very like alternative. Like, I'm not going for beautiful. I'm going for fucking like fierce and cunty. So, oh, who's trying to?
See who's joining me here on this.
Is it gonna go through? Oh, yes. Hello, woman.
Got me. And I'm for the girls to pour in. What's the motherfucking tea? Where you at? Where you at? No, you.
I am in. Oh my god, hi, Bosco.
You about to get into it. Let me say this. Let me say this. You think
Very diva of you. Very
do
diva.
you think Megami should have won the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Look. Let me say this.
First off, morphine. I love that woman.
There's
She's
500.
the ideal of my dreams.
There's
However,
600 bitches in here. Let me say this. 1, everyone go to mistressisabel.com, buy my shirt. 2, subscribe to the YouTube channel. But 3, Megami, I feel like you won the last one. I love Morphine. That's my sister. I feel like she did her big one. You should have won the last one. And when I see Rue in a few years after the restraining order is done, we'll talk about it.
Well, you know what? I appreciate it. You know, in my heart, I feel like I won, but you know what? In the hearts of the fandom, I won anyway.
So that's enough of a prize for me. Trying to be, you know, Miss Congeniality is still undecided, so I can't go bashing my sister Morphine right now.
I think my daughter Plain Jane's gonna be Miss Congeniality, but maybe you'll be the first runner-up.
Yeah, truly, in a season full of only villains, Plain Jane is honestly the true Miss Congeniality. She did that shit correct.
What are you getting ready for?
Tonight I'm in San Jose, California. I'm gonna be at Splash, so you know if anyone's up in Northern Cali, come out and you know give me your money so that I can make up this difference in not having $50,000.
Honestly,
so
that part. If everyone could send her a little cash app, bless her cash app and bless mine as well. But, you know, I had to pop on and say you did your big one. I'm so proud of you, and it was.
Thank you.
And you know, I'm sure we'll cross paths again soon.
Oh, truly, we have to. You have to invite me out to Texas so we can film our YouTube video about teaching the children how to lip sync properly.
You know what? I'm gonna put you up against Silky, the other lip sync assassin, and we'll see who does what.
Truly, oh baby, I don't think there's a floor in the state of Texas that can handle that amount of fucking power, baby.
Have a good show. Bye, everybody.
Earthquakes all over. Bye, baby. Oh my god, yeah. Well, you know, we gotta love our skinny legends.
The one and only Mistress Isabel Brooks. Us thin girlies. We gotta stick together because you know these fat sluts out here. They really be trying us. So go show some love to Miss Mistress if you haven't already.
Let me get back to some of these questions. You know, if you're new here, please feel free to leave a question in the you know the question box or wherever the fuck it is. I'm going through them while I'm doing my makeup, which is actually incredibly difficult as you're trying to like do two things at the same time. Let me see. What is this question? What challenge would you have to include
on Drag Race? I mean, I don't know if we had a choice in this season.
I 1000% was like, baby, I need a fucking roast. Like, not even gonna like hold them to it. Like, where the fuck is my roast? Because if there's one thing I know how to do, it's fucking write some shit. And like, I love
writing jokes. I've done like maybe like 4 roasts in New York City, and I've like hosted like 3 of them, and like it is always a good ass time. I fucking love doing roasts. So no, that's my shit. So I was kind of disappointed I didn't get to do a roast this season because like that's like right up my fucking alley and the bullshit that I do. So yeah, what challenge? And I'll throw this in too. I also of the challenges that were there that I didn't get to do. Like I wanted to do fucking Snatch Game so badly because I had so much fucking material planned for my Snatch Game, and of course you know the power challenge where we got to write our own original verses. Like surprise! I would have loved to have fucking done that. But yeah, there those are the ones that I would have loved to have been able to do. Let me see what else. You can ask like questions.
Let me see. Yes, you will see my unaired. You will see my unaired runways. I'm like getting them ready. Like I've done photo shoots, so like they're coming out. They're coming out. I'm like, what is the puppet's name? Oh my god. I mean I think her name is probably Megagme. Like, you know, Rue has like bequeathed her. So like I can't go against Mother.
Mother has christened her Megagme. Like that is who she is gonna be. That's my daughter. I'm honestly fucking up this face so badly.
I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. But yeah, I think that's my daughter's name. It's Megagme.
Let me see. Am I performing in New York tonight? I'm not performing in New York tonight. I'm in San Jose,
California. But I will be back in New York this week, and I will be hosting the viewing party for the finale at Come On Everybody. So if you're in New York
and you want to like come hang out with me and, you know, listen to me spill some stupid ass tea about the finale, you know, come to Come On Everybody. Like it's gonna be a fun ass time. And then after I'm going to Nymphia's big party. So it's gonna be the banana ball, and you know,
hoping my sis Nymphia comes out victorious in all of this, because I think that would be a fucking gag. Which is like awful, because I'm also like, I want Saphira to win too. So like, it's like at this point I'm like, but you know, then the thing is like also, as much as she may be a fucking pain in the ass, like Plane fucking killed this fucking season. So like, she deserves it just as much. And even though I'm a bitter ass bitch in saying that, like, you know, it's so hard to decide between the three of them because they all did
fucking amazing. So I don't know who I want to win, because saying any of their names feels like I'm saying something wrong in not including the other ones. So like, but you know, for my own benefit, I
would love it to be Nymphia, just because I'm doing the after party with her right after. So so we'll see next Friday. I will say, as being someone who is just waiting to find out if I won a thing, it's not fun. So yeah, I cannot even imagine what the girls are feeling right now. So, you know, if you haven't already, please go show them a little more love, because they are probably going through it right now. Anyway, to the fucking question. Oh, let me see. Who's my favorite superhero? I'm one of these annoying homosexuals who my favorite superhero is Jean Grey from the X-Men. Like Jean Grey as the Phoenix. I literally have like the Phoenix symbol on my arm. And yeah, you know, I love a bitch who is constantly like falling over and just being a fucking mess. So like, but it's also just super powerful, even though everyone always is kind of annoyed with her. So like, I'm a Jean Grey girly. And, you know, speaking of X-Men, if you are in New York, or you're gonna be in New York on May 10th, I'm doing the, what the hell is it called? Like the House of X. It's gonna be a whole X-Men party at $3 Bill in Brooklyn. Um, and I think it's me, Jax, JK. I forgot who else. A bunch of local performers, uh, hosted by Suddenly Audrey, and my character is I'm gonna be Madeline Pryor, just because I was like, you know what, she's gonna be the Goblin Queen, baby. Because my fans are called the Megoblins, and I am nothing if not a fucking troll. Uh, so that's gonna be, I think it's Friday, May 10th. So yeah, if you're in New York, keep a lookout for that. It's the House of X. We're gonna be doing a whole X-Men show, and I'm gonna be, the evil Jean Grey. So come through to that. Let's see. How long was I filming there? So if my calculations are correct, I think I was there for like 4.5 weeks. So like it was a month.
Uh, and it was like a very long time. Which, like, honestly, at the time, it felt a lot longer. Like, you just feel like you're fucking there forever. 'Cause, like, they take your phone
At the airport, and you're just like so cut off from the outside world that you just have no idea what's going on. You have no concept of time anymore. So like being there for like 4 weeks is kind of like, in the grand scheme of everything, like it really went by so quickly. But like while I was there, it just felt like fucking ages. So I it was just like a month. Then I came back like earliest June, uh, to like go enjoy Pride, where like I'm not supposed to be out.
because, like, they're like, you're not supposed to let people know that you're back in town. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm also not gonna not go out for Pride. Are you fucking kidding me? I live in New York City and you want me to not go out for New York City Pride? Like, literally shut the fuck up. uh, so I did end up just going out for Pride anyway. But, um, what was my winning line from the Lollapalooza? I honestly fucking forgot what I said.
I know I thanked Rue and was like, I know I said some shit about like, having a redemption, and like I'm glad I got to show the world like what I can do as a drag performer, whatever. I'm nothing if not a fucking sappy, emotional, stupid ass. So like that was my whole like, oh my god, thank you. But like what exactly I said, I have no fucking idea. Oh yeah, my Madeline Pryor cosplay is gonna be fucking cunty. It's gonna be fucking titties out, baby, because
You know, that bitch is a mother. Uh, uh, who's that gonna, I'll do this one. What is my star sign? I am a Taurus sun. So, I think that's one thing too, is kind of like generally in for the astrology girlies, like a Taurus is always kind of like the the underestimated fucking sign. Uh
because we're just so chill. Uh, and don't let it takes a lot to get a Taurus pissed off. So I think that's why kind of like me and Tsunami, we're just kind of there like fucking chilling. Because a Taurus loves to like relax and like have a good time and be comfortable. Um, But I am a tourist son. So like, baby, I love a good time. I love just like smoking a joint and chilling. Uh, I'm also a Scorpio moon, so that's where, me being a fucking emotional wreck comes in. Uh,
Cause my emotions are fucking poison, and I am a Sagittarius rising. Uh, so she's a little fiery. I'm like, I keep fucking this up because I'm not paying attention. I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, note to self for the future. This is a lot harder than it looks.
which is another thing about Drag Race. It's like, it is always so difficult to kind of, when they'd be like, okay, you're ready for the challenge, but you're also like gonna be on camera painting your face, and then they're like, okay, this is your opportunity to like talk to each other and like, get your screen time. And I'm like, so I have to like have a whole fucking conversation with someone about their like childhood trauma while I'm also simultaneously trying to fucking do precise makeup and shit. It's like, it's not easy. Drag Race is not fucking easy. uh so really, I hope you all one day can learn to appreciate all the absolute bullshit they put us through to make literally the best TV show on television. And you know, knock on wood and all that, we're gonna win all the Emmys next season, next award season. So
Just watch out. Oh my god. I'm like, I think, you know what? She's getting there. I gotta fix her up because it's
almost 8 o'clock, and I have half an hour until they come to pick me up. So I think, thank you everyone for joining me, keeping me company in my hotel room while yeah, fucking all the Puerto Ricans in the chat. Thank you for supporting. And if you're not following me, then what the fuck are you doing here, bitch? And if you are, thank you. And you know what? I'll have to come on live again. Maybe when
I'm not doing my fucking makeup at the same time because like now I need to get her together. But good night everyone, and hopefully I'll see some of you tonight or the next week in person. So come say hi to me.